guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Amelie Sedu and you're welcome. For returning subscribers, you know my name already. Thank you so much for doing this with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about something. I'm going to be talking about or asking a question and then answering, and then I'll get you guys to say something in the comment section and just air your views on what you think it is. Now the question is this: should children inherit, or am I putting it well? Okay, let me know it's children. Should individuals inherit grudges from their friends or parents or what have you? Now recently this has been like a norm. Nobody has offended you and you're just enemies with the person because your friend is an enemy to that person, or your sister is an enemy to that person, or your father is an enemy to that person, or your grandparent, your grandma, your granddad do not talk to this particular family. Henceforth, you that you're like the 7th generation. You know, say that time that my grandfather had accident, that man did not come, so we're now enemies. Most times people don't get to know exactly what the issue is. All they know is that we should not be friends with these people. We should not be friends with the family of Mr. B, or we should not talk with the family of Mr. A because of some very funny reasons that you yourself you don't know. You know, in this generation we've gotten ourselves into a lot of things that I think we're not even supposed to be attached with, or it should not be known that we do these kind of things, but we do them knowingly or unknowingly. You know, people just come out and say, that person's grandmother and my own grandmother, they were not friends, or they did this. Now the question is, should human beings inherit enemies of their friends or something? You know, there's this kind of situation that goes on around, even in school, in churches, in your workplace, with your colleagues, with everything. You find out that okay, for instance, let me assume me and Joyce are working and we're cool, and Joyce isn't friends with Kelvin, whereas me I'm friends with Kelvin, and Kelvin walks in. You know that kind of feeling. You don't want to give too much to Kelvin and you don't want to give too much to Joyce, because it will feel like you are in support of one party other than supporting the other. But right now I'm just here to say, in my own honest opinion, that inheriting enemies from whatever should not be your thing, should not be a thing, and should not be something that you are going to get yourself involved in. Because over the years we've come to find out that even sisters, you find out that sisters are not in good terms. They don't talk. Therefore, let me say Bosse and Rose, they are sisters. The quarrel started even before they got married. And then they get married, they have their children, their husbands, they live their lives, and they are just cool. And at the end of the day, Bosse has her own children and Rose has her own children. The children of Bosse will not be allowed to visit Rose's children because the two sisters, in quotes, are enemies. So therefore, their children will be enemies. Please, guys, stop bringing in your children to family problem or friendship balava. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. These children are inheriting problems for themselves. You know, you see someone that you may want to help and you can't help because you feel like my mother and this person, they are not talking, and then it still goes on. It's vice versa, because you can see someone who you would want to approach for help, and then you can't approach the person for help because your family is, in quotes, are not in good terms. I don't think that should be the norm. It should not be the norm. We shouldn't go through that lane. If you want to avoid someone, it should be on your own terms. Yeah, it should be on your own terms. It should not be because someone told me, or I heard, or this will happen. I think it should be something that you've judged from your own emotions, from your own feelings, and you've just come out to say that, oh no, you know what, just move aside. That is just the best. If you feel like, okay, this person has done something to hurt you personally and you want to keep away from the person, that's perfectly okay, your own judgment. But do not do that. Do not avoid someone because that person isn't cool with another person. You know, it even goes as far as you see friends breaking up with their friends and not being friends with them because, for instance, I'm a girl and I'm dating a guy. That guy is friends with probably my siblings, my other friends, and then when I break up with the person, I expect everybody who has built a relationship with that person to automatically drift away. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't really work that way. I don't know what you think about it, but I'm telling you what I think it should be and what I think it ought to be. I've not expected my friends or my family members to stop talking with a guy I once dated and I'm no longer dating the person because I am now enemies with this person and I expect them to be enemies with them too. No. Hell no. Capital N-O. No, basically. No, it shouldn't be the case because at the end of the day, you're getting yourself into deep things. And then at the family aspect also, you just find out that you are now enemies with a train. You know how a train is. You are now enemies with a train of individuals. A train of individuals. And guys, trust me, this thing goes on from like generation to generations. Now, this day, we'll find cousins who don't talk to themselves. We'll find siblings who don't talk with themselves. And then we'll find friends or friends and friends. I know the link is just so crazy. If someone has done something bad to you particularly, I think you should key into that and say, you know what, I can't do this with you. It's not because someone else has told you to leave that person and then you now leave. The question on today's video is, should you as an individual, do you have to be enemies with your enemy's enemy? Do you have to keep grudges with someone because there's a train? It's not so that they do them. I met it that way. I have to continue. I have to. They say I should not talk with these people. No, you have to find out facts for yourself. You have to. You know, we're going every day, and you have to like groom your mind and be sure that the reason why you're not talking with this person is because you do not want to talk with this person. It should not be because your grandmother says you should not talk with this person. It should not be because your grandfather says you should not talk with this person. It should not be because your sister is not in good terms with this person. Hence, I'm not supposed to be in their company. You know, if you want to disengage yourself from someone or detach yourself from someone, it should be on your own accord. It shouldn't be because someone wants you. You should not inherit other people's enemies. Do you get it? Yeah, you do. So please let me know what you think on the comment section. Drop a comment, leave a comment on the comment section. Let us know, let me know what you think about this topic. Should you inherit your enemy's enemy, or you should just wait for them to offend you before you take your own decision? So let me know what you think and what you feel. That'll be all for today. Please do well to like this video, and then please share. Also turn on your notification buttons. Come back. If you have not subscribed, what's keeping you? Hit the subscription button, subscribe, and then please turn on your notifications so when I put out great content, it will hit you first. You will get it first. Thank you guys. Hello guys.
What do you mean? What do you mean wave?
I can wave, don't worry.
No wave and wave.
These are bloopers. Don't mind my sister.
What do you mean?
I want to start.